Burn it down and try to come out. Oh no. The new butter is gonna cost you like 300 years with the new butter elder being years for your friends as a token. Auton asennuskaljat. Car. Fixing beers. Hope you'd like my hut. Just imagine what it's like before the ice covered. Wait, is that a seed? A spring plant seed, left to freeze in that cold, empty place, and still it clings to life. Isn't it amazing the strength, the stubbornness of such a small seed? I thought... Then let's get started. Not super bad. Good beavers, it could have been a rental car and died when you were in the middle of nowhere, and the rental company could have refused to help at all and left you stranded. My summer cars remain never. I wouldn't worry about stepping in a spring plants. They are carnivores, but eat quite rarely. I've only witnessed it once myself. This glade sheltered me after I had to abandon my old garden to ice. But that garden was small and secluded. No one could ever enjoy its beauty but me. Now the glade shelter, a new garden for all, and I finally feel at home. Thank you, Spirit. I don't get achievement out of that! Woo-ha! I feel cheated. Very damn cheated. Very damn cheated. It is really a Finnish 90s hillbilly simulator. Yep, it definitely is. It really is. Like, if somebody likes it, why not? It just isn't for me, personally. And what goes to fixing cars? No. It is something that I don't touch at all. Wanted to learn how to fix cars when I was younger, like way younger. But then my dad kind of made it as something I never want to put my hands into. That may or may not have happened to you when you went to Runfest in college. Oh no. Reporting. How did you got out of there? Is what I'm wondering. Oh hello, that is a very nice hat you have. May I have it? The sunlight in these glades is too bright for me. I will give you this empty lantern for it. My days in the dark are over. Now begins my days in the shade. I know where that goes! I know where that goes! Hand in hand. I better get a damn achievement out of completing that thing. Flesh. What? I've met many monkeys here. We carry Quorlock's wisdom with us. Every night we tell his stories, blah blah blah. Yeah, luckily one of your friends was also at Runfest and had his own car. He gave you and your group a ride home since you lived across the street from each other. Okay. That is nice. Very nice. We can't go there. Nothing, just venting in your anger. Carry on. No worries. I cannot wait to go out and explore more. Or maybe I will stay here and tell other Moki about my exploration. Yes, that is much better idea. Couscous. Let me tell you. Fuck. Oops.
Look at them happy skeletons.
I can't use it as to jump. Thank you for the subscription. Hi Sluts, how are you today? Also like to say that cats are so complicated that you have to be a smart guy to work on them. Trust me, that is not true. For me it was like my father just didn't want me to get into them. Like I was always super interested how cars work and I always wanted to learn, but he kept saying to me until I gave up that You cannot be interested in them because you're a girl. So now when he's like, oh, so would you like to know how to do this and this with the car? I'm like, no. But I still love driving. Driving is still like the nicest thing. I just don't want to fix them. But yeah, how is Loft today? You do minor stuff to your car, but only stuff like replacing the side view mirrors and such. So cute, but you have to say fuck that guy. I don't mind. But to be fair, like I can like change the tires and you know the normal things on my own. But everything with the motor itself is like relax fuel. I think we need to go to this guy over there to be able to give him the stuff. So let's go there. One of your friends is a car mechanic, even so to prepare. Had your chance, the future is now. Yeah, but now is the thing, a lot of people also have told me that I should just start to, you know, just learn it now. But now when I have tried to learn it, it's like coding for me. It just pisses me off. And I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm not interested of it. So there was a chance to make me a car mechanic, but it's painful. It all failed. You horrible creature! What the fuck are you doing? It is here, yes. And she's a woman. Awesome. I had a terrible luck changing tires. Every time you do, end up breaking one of the bolts holding the wheel onto the hub. Aw, that sucks. You meant your dad. He had his chance to teach you and... Oh, okay. Yeah. Hello there, spirit. Is that an empty lantern you have? I can use that to trap these fireflies. I can go home. Here you may have this. Getting it was very tricky and sticky. Who the fuck needs silk? Okay, so far I have managed to find all of these, but I don't know who the fuck needs silk. I don't remember. Also, where was a shovel? I think it might have been somewhere like at the very beginning. I need to find a damn shovel. Did you ever consider looking at higher education? You're smart. No. Lukio was something that, or what the fuck it's called? Is it high school? I don't know. Lukio was something that I knew immediately at the very beginning that I won't go there. All my bullies basically went to that school. So when I had the chance to choose what school I went, I didn't even think twice. Upper secondary, we don't have high schools. Okay. I don't blame you. It pisses you off that women have been told they can be programmers and engineers. Yeah, it definitely isn't. Great thing. Okay. There is a shovel. Here, gym. Okay. Hell yeah. Found it. As high school is considered Lukio, yes. College, Macro, and University of Boston. Yes. Oh, high school is where children learn to be toxic. Oh my god. Oh my god. But also about the engineers, like IT especially is something that it's very rare to find older women, or at least that is what it seems or sounds like most of the time. And I know one woman who just pretty much was a role model for me when I like learned what she does as her job. She was coder, and she's like an older woman who is a coder in one of the actually big companies, and I was just like, fucking hell, that is fucking awesome. What the fuck? What's that? A gym looks a bit rough around the edges. If I were you, I'd show it to an expert and make sure it's safe. Squirt. show it to someone. What the fuck? You're a coder and you know women that are way smarter than you. That were told they couldn't be programmers. Why they could not be? What the fuck, people?
Oh, mira.
Okay. You know, an 80 plus year old who helped write the code for the Conquered aircraft. Wow. Wow. Just straight out, wow. Okay, I guess that could be the present they need. Could be. Yeah, I don't think that's the word. Female coders were essential for the moon landings. Huh. Where tell you even? I'm like really confused. Like, where does that thought comes from them? Like, if they have been coding even like back in those times, where does the like a crazy idea of them not being able to be coders then comes from? And at what time? Confuses me. Big time. Okay, so here and up. Up. Okay. Male-dominated world, female can be stronger than male, male lead the world, and females place at home making food and babies. Ah, okay. One of the reasons why I didn't really want to be female at some point of the life, I would say. Okay. Okay. If you had your way, we wouldn't ask for gender or race during the hiring process. It's around most jobs. I'm wondering what job actually would be relevant for it. Like, genuinely thinking, what job would really need to have anything to do with somebody's gender or race or anything? Like, out of pure interest, like what kind of job would need it? Thank you for the help, Sumberland. I appreciate it. Sija synnyttäjä. Fair. Fair. Very fair. You got nothing? Sija synnyttäjä, like someone who goes through the pregnancy for you. There has been tests in a Finnish broadcasting company that reporters named themselves as this one minorities usually. They didn't get invited to interviews when they had the same CV with their own names. They were asked for interview very fast. Huh. The only reason we require that info in the States is for the statistics. Giving birth is about the only job you can think that should be gender specific. Yeah. But I guess at some point in the future maybe it's possible to, I don't know, science. Other than that, it should be children, can you? So, yeah, exactly. Are you good at it? Okay, you are. Oh, the job is yours. Who knows about the diamonds? And who needs the silk? I am lost. That being said, we only record the status info for people who are already employed or currently unemployed. It is still not necessary for the hiring process. Okay. Aha. Combat shrine. I think this was, so far, probably the easiest one to be fair. Yep. There are women who can reach the same physical capabilities as men, but on average men have a clear advantage when it comes to performing physical tasks. For example, firefighters and police have some requirements that you are physically needed to be able to do. If there were no difference, men and women would be compete in the same brackets in the Olympics. Yeah. A fully swim place. It's illegal to select hire based on a gender or a race as well, hire based on IQ. And it's only illegal to ask for people's IQ during the hiring process, and ask for gender and race is still required. Go home, use academy or part. I think now we can even do that horrible thing over there. What is that? Anyway, how about the power range? Also, still, once again, as I have said probably a million times, I am super happy that we can talk about this kind of stuff without anyone getting mad, or at least nobody's admitting it. Like, because they are important things. And things that people should talk. To be fair, most of the things are something that people should talk. Science. That lets people acknowledge stuff. You're thinking of going for sushi. Radix? Do it. This is why you say capability to run. If someone does not have the strength to track you from burning building, you do not want them to be a fireman coming to your home. Yeah, firefighter. Exactly, exactly. But like, I feel like it's the same for guys who also go for being a firefighter. You are required a specific physical strength to do so, as for the woman as well. Throws hissy fit. Nah, you're right, important stuff. And of course, like, if you feel like you get offended on something that we are talking, that is also all of it, and you are all of it to say it. Hello there, wait, is that string? Where did you find that? I could make a net fit for the finest fisher monkey. I will give you this for it. It's my father's old spyglass. Do not worry, he will not need it. He does not sail, he only sleeps and eats a lot. That is why I need a net. Spyglass. Who would need a spyglass? You don't know, using a lot of firefighters in the fit shape. Hi Tui, how are you today? But it's not about the firefighters itself, it's about the people who can do it. Kind of. Yeah, okay. Wait, what? Okay, that fuckface must die. Alright, so I can't... Why it doesn't... Like, why it doesn't let me? Fuck off. So why it doesn't let me try this thing here? Okay, that goes there. Now it goes. See, and that worries you. Something, donuts. Relentless, but a lot of limitations, yeah. Well, some relentless related stuff requires you to be a specific changer. For example, I believe in Muslim countries you cannot be doing security checks for the visit sets. Just overall. Like, releases overall are sometimes really flammable things, no matter where it goes. Okay, so if I want to go up there, I need to do this. Alright, I think up. For every firefighter that looks like Terry Crews, there's like 10 more that look like someone by Temina. Oh no. Shall have sushi and try to fire and prepare food suits for you. Ooh, good luck. Hopefully you find good ones. Yeah, enjoy the sushi. Damn, I would die for a sushi right now. The Bit Queen would do better in a war than you would, so it'll give her a place in the situation arises. Not to say good idea, but you know, they didn't... Army wouldn't accept me. I'm slightly too broken for it. And yes, I did want to go army back in the time. But... not all of it too. See all barefoot to skin and see your heels. Unita, you have asthma. Huh! Oh, I'm just mentally ill person, but I do have the asthma as well. By the way, based on the stereotypes, you think female would be a better fighter pilot? Females seem to have much better multitasking abilities than most men. Yeah, and it's like rarer that the female has one of the color seeing issues they are mostly genetic for guys, easier. Or like it's more common for them to have the red and the green issue that would basically stop you from being a pilot. As far as I know. Wonder how we got through the military. I wanted to go into the USA Air Force as a dietitian or physician service, but train nowhere goodly enough. Oh, armament there won't take you either. You have mental illness on record. High five! I was a little old for now. And you have papers that you're not in army shape. When you was a kid, you wanted to be a sniper because of some movies you saw. You can remember, and some dude in GTA Fridays overheard you saying that, told you you'd better learn your math really well, and that killed your interest. Aw. I wanted to be pilot. I really wanted to be pilot. That would have didn't come through. Okay, that was cool. Was for real cool. You can still be a driver of the skeleton tray. There is an interesting quiz. You wonder if it has to do with women or applying to become jet pilots, or if it's a matter of lower lung capacity making it more difficult for them to enter the G-forces. Imagine calculators, bullet drops, and with speed. Not to mention physics, science. You have adjust your humidity as well. Crazy tray. We can hope, but you know, it's stuff that is, I would say, 100% under DMCA. Okay, even though I do suck at this, apparently, I freaking love this. This is awesome. More this. More this is needed for my life. Come on and ride. Right to train. I was never a fan of being told what to do and when. Also have a bit of an issue with authority figures. You do realize those all you could have been trained out of you rather easily, but you decided young military was not the choice for you. Understandable. You can kind of relate on that, because like a lot of people tend to, well, at least kept telling, at least for me, a lot of times what am I supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do and blah blah blah, you know, that stuff. It causes that when people say stuff like, oh, you should do it this way or that way, it causes the will to be like, no, I'll do it my own way, or like being extremely ridiculous by no reason at all. Okay, shit. Right, I don't think there is anything else in there. Yeah, I think we got most of the stuff, so now we go right from here. Your dad told you that if you joined the military, he would disown you. Why? We did offering training in high school, and he was like, fuck this, if you join the military, you're gonna get stuck with a bunch of yahoos like this again. Oh no. In the same in that attitude is in people telling you what to do. You'd probably tell them to fuck off. You should compliment. Not in every little small thing, of course, but depending on what it is, you can get pissed off quite easily. Same. One of the extremely good examples is I was parking, well, I saw a parking lot and I was going to park my car in there. You know, taskuparkki stuff, which isn't too hard, but it can be hard. I guess. I was just starting it, and immediately older guy appeared out of nowhere, and we're like, honey, maybe you shouldn't do that. Do tell if you need some help with it. I can show you how to park car properly. And that for me just immediately made my blood boil. And I was... Well, I parked my car and ignored him. And then just, like, my friend who had sat on the, like, another person's seat, where it's just like, you were going to joke about that the gases and brake are different ones, weren't you? And I was like, maybe. Oh, I'm just a stupid woman, and then press gas instead of braking. But no, I don't do that. So I just ignored them. But yeah, that is stuff that gets my blood boil. Also, a friend and a friend told you she was kept awake for 3 to 4 days during boot and had to eat cold emeries and hot food. Eating cold is nasty, and you can't do it. You love sleep like you would love a wife. You look great. Oh, thank you. He was drafted to serve in the National Guard Reserves during Vietnam. Yeah, then definitely understand. Here, what did you tell them? You would ask him if he liked my knife. Now he park a car, worst way possible, just to annoy him. Oh, I would have wanted to, but you know, probably not the smartest idea, but definitely one of the things that came into my mind, like, oh, how I do not know which one is which one. Ah! Like, oh, damn. But yeah, that is just my personal issue with some specific people, I guess. My hero? No, fuck your medieval ass. What does this button do? Sorry for her, like... It's gonna be there like, oh, thank you, Scooter, it's so nice.